Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys.
This weekend's forecast is something to smile about. It's going to be wonderful with cooler temps and lower humidity values. I'll have all the details for you coming up.
Well, now on Good Morning Augusta, District Attorney Jared Williams addressing the recent violence here in Richmond County, how and what he says the community can do for our children. Plus, a new strain of COVID-19 is being tracked. And later,
which might not be long. We're not going anywhere. We have to play next week.
the story of life and loss that brought these Golden Girls together as your number one source for local weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
Shine, thanks for joining us. It's great to see you. I'm Sean Cabbage Dog. Coverage you can count on begins with a search for a robbery suspect. The incident happened late last night at the JC Food Store that's over on Golden Camp Road. The details are limited, but investigators are searching for the person on your screen. Of course, contact the sheriff's office if you know anything. One person is dead following a single car crash in Aiken County. It happened a little after 9 o'clock on East Pine Log Road. Troopers say the driver ran off the road and crashed. The person died there. We're working to learn the victim's identity. District Attorney Jared Williams addressing the recent violence in local schools. His statement comes after a shooting at Josie High School where one student was injured and another one was arrested. Friday night's home football game against Savannah now being moved to today at 5 o'clock. It will be played in Savannah. Williams says now is the time to help the kids within our community.
The truth is that we need to wake up. Reacting to crime is not and has never been enough. It will not make us safer in the long run unless we invest in our kids and in our community as a whole. We have to make choices about how we as a community are going to join together and forget about who gets the credit or who takes the blame, but find solutions to help our kids.
Absolutely. For Williams' full statement, just head over to WJBF.com. The Burke County Sheriff's Office increasing security at last night's football game between Burke County High and Thompson High schools. This in response to a string of fights at Burke County since the beginning of the school year. About 20 more sheriff's deputies were patrolling the game due to 4 recent gang-related fights between students. They're usually just CROs rather. So far, 9 students have been charged with affray, disrupting a public school, unlawful gang activity. 2 are arrested. Warrants are out for more. Additional charges are expected.
I think they're trying to do everything they can. I really do. I think that what they've done so far might make a difference, but they just gotta keep it up and not let it drop off.
And we're still working to learn whether these increased patrols will continue at future games. To Aiken now, where school leaders are taking steps to bolster. If you need to get a COVID-19 shot, you will have a chance to get one today. Free hearing, dental, vision, immunizations, and the COVID-19 vaccine will be available. They'll be over at the Department of Public Health on Lady Walker Boulevard. You can go there from 9 until 2. And the Tiny Village Block Party is happening today here in the Garden City. It's at the Bridge Builder Community Site. That's at 1140 Mary Street. Cleanup starts at 8 o'clock. The block party begins at 10:30. There will be food, fun, family, and fellowship. And by the way, the Bridge Builder community supports a successful transition to adulthood with housing, education, training, and counseling. The inaugural South Pacific Festival is headed to the Columbia County Amphitheater. The event is Saturday, August 26th from 10 until 8. There will be performances, Polynesian food, vendors, and so much more. The event, organized by the Hawaiian-style barbecue, is free and open to the public. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us now with a quick check of the forecast. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning, Sean, and a good morning it is. So check it out on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. We have a beautiful sunrise here at Doctor's Hospital. So beautiful sun, beautiful sky, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So satellite radar shows not much going on there, so mostly clear skies there, just a few wispy clouds there to give us a beautiful sunrise. But temperatures, check it out. It's been a while since we've seen 60s at this hour. So 66 here in Augusta, 66 in Barnwell, 66 in Saluda as well. So definitely feeling a little cooler, use that term loosely. But the good news, look at our outdoor comfort meter. So still on the sticky side, but it has been a while since we've been down to a 4. We've been staying in that 1 to 2 range. So the humidity is lower. So that's the great news for this weekend, and it's here to stay. So when that humidity is lower, that means our real field temperatures feel lower. So look at by 1 o'clock, 89, but only feels like 92. 92 is our high, only feeling like 96. It is August, so it's still going to be warm, but relatively so. A cooler weekend on tap, less humidity, and also we've got some activity in the tropics. I'll go over all that in your full forecast coming up. Back to you, Sean.
As always, Sherry, thank you. A young girl from Jamaica was released from the Joseph M. Still Burn Center over at Dodgers Hospital. Akaylia Dunkley was airlifted to the burn center on June 21st. Days before, doctors report her body was covered in second-degree burns from a stove explosion. A foundation in Kingston, Jamaica raised $45,000 to get her to the burn center, the largest one here in the U.S. After 2 months of inpatient treatment, her mother says she's grateful and looking forward to a bright future for her daughter.
It's like a bittersweet moment. Yeah. Because, she'll be going back to Jamaica and it might take me a while to see her again. Yeah. But we have the bond and we'll still keep the bond.
Congratulations to her. Akaylia tells us she's looking forward to eating her favorite Jamaican food when she gets home. Good for her. An event designed to help you refuel, recharge, and get ready for your next phase in life is happening this month. Look who's joining me on the red couch today. She's Shay Rice, and she's going to talk more about this women's conference that's coming up. Hey there. See you in a bit.
Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, Girls Night In provides women with a space to have fun away from their usual roles and responsibilities, and it's having an anniversary. Shay Rice joins me now to talk a little bit about it. Shay, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. I'm glad that I'm here.
I'm excited to see you.
Thank you. I'm excited to be seen. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Well, let's get right to it. So, Girls Night In, what inspired you to start this initiative?
Oh, good question. Many times women, they take care of everybody else, mom, dad, husband, kids, and they rarely take care of themselves. I mean, just maybe about once a month, if that, if you go get your nails done and your toes done, but oftentimes they don't. So Girls Night In was created just so that the ladies can get together, have some good, clean fun, away from the kiddos, away from the hubby and everybody else, and just be able to relax and lay their hair down and enjoy them some good girl fun.
Yeah, and be with the girls.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so 1 year so far.
Yes.
So exciting. Tell me a little bit about how it's been so far.
I'm very excited. It's been great. It's been a good turnout. Definitely want to welcome more ladies out to Girls Night In. We meet every month on the fourth Friday of every month, some Saturdays depending on where we're going. So each month is something different. We haven't repeated anything yet. I think we have plenty of things to do in the CSRA and in the local surrounding communities. So
yeah, so you guys had a fun-filled weekend recently. So do tell.
Okay. So to celebrate our 1 year anniversary, which we started last July, we went bowling. So we went to Stars and Stripes. Was able to enjoy some food, some beverage, and just some fun. I won't tell who used the bumpers and a little kiddie slide to roll my little ball down, but it was super fun. We did that Friday night, and then Saturday we did a morning of service where we met up in Giles Park in Aiken and gave back to the homeless. It did pour down raining that day. I mean, it soaked, but I'm grateful for the ladies that came out because we pushed right on through that. We can go back home, we can dry off, but the folks that live out there that unfortunately don't have a place to stay cannot. So we gave away a lot of clothes, men, women, and children clothing. We did food, we did personal hygiene products, and so we hope that we were able to make an impact.
I bet they were appreciative for everything.
They were very appreciative. Yeah.
So you guys got a conference that's going on this month. I believe it's in Charleston, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why Charleston of all places? It's a great place because I worked in Charleston for several years.
It is. I want it to be a more retreat style conference. So sometimes you have to get out of your area for you to be able to enjoy and refresh, right? So Charleston is just a quick skip, hop, and a jump on over. I love Charleston. It's a beautiful city. Does have personal meaning to me, and so I'm just super excited for the ladies to be able to explore the city of Charleston.
Yeah, and do you need any partnerships or sponsors with this conference that you guys are putting on?
Absolutely. We do have sponsorship packages available as low as $150. Just sponsoring a lady to be able to come up to 2,500, whatever you want to give. We are accepting donations. If there's any local business owners that's out there that have self-care products, encouraging, uplifting products, we're definitely welcome to receive those for raffles.
Yeah, and speaking about businesses, you are an event planner, right?
I am.
Okay, well, see, I did some research on you. So
Okay,
tell me a little bit about your business.
Journey with a Purpose, Events, Travel, and Inspiration was birthed on February 25th of 2020. I actually did my first event when I was 12 years old. That's where it started.
Yeah.
I planned my mom's surprise party, almost surprise. My sister ruined it 2 days shy. I got my mom's little black book. I called everybody, hey, I'm doing this party. I need you to bring macaroni and cheese. I need you to bring chicken, and we just went down the list and had a good time. So since then, I've loved to plan events. I just have a serving heart, and I really enjoy seeing people, just laugh and have a good time and make memories.
So if folks want to get in touch with you, social media, website, anything like that, how can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. They can go to my website at www.journeywiththepurposeeti.com. They also can follow me on my Facebook and Instagram page at Journey with the Purpose.
Okay, sounds good to me. Shay, anything else you want to add while I have you?
I'm super excited for the opportunity and just encouraging any lady to come out and join our Girls Night In Facebook page. You can look us up, Girls Night In. When I first created it, I created it public. I have no clue how to undo the private to make it public, but you can request a friend request, and then I will accept you right on in, and that way you can keep up with all the details for Girls Night In. And if you're looking for an event planner, come holler at your girl. Yes, I do. We travel for events. We travel to Florida. We travel to New York, West Virginia. So it's more than just local.
And Shay, after all of this, what's next for you and your business?
Oh, that is a great question. I want to continue to do Girls Night In. I want it to be successful. I'm hoping to start a movement. That's what I want. I want a movement of Girls Night because it's just so needed. Self-care. A lot of people think it's selfish, and it's really not. It's really necessary. And I would love for my business to blossom, eventually be able to work for myself full time. Would be great.
Well, we're going to touch and agree on that. Okay?
Yes. All right.
Well, Shay, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. All right now.
All right. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good morning, and a good morning it is as we look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over at the Augusta Marriott. We have a beautiful sunrise here, big beaming sunshine there, just a few wispy clouds, and we've seen some boaters go by this morning. They definitely have the right idea. It is a nice morning to be out there and soak up some cooler temps. Say that word loosely, but 66, how about it? That sounds pretty good. Wind's nice and calm, and no issues really with visibility there. Just a good start to a good weekend. Satellite radar, we do have this cold front draped just to our south, but back behind it, nice clear conditions, and it's going to be a dry one for us. So check out the location of that cold front, and you'll see indications there. We're at 66 here behind it, but still warmer towards the coast at 78 in Charleston and 76 in Jacksonville. So speaking of cooler temperatures, yesterday we hit the lowest low temperature of the month at 64 degrees. Yay! So well below average there, but high temperatures right at average at 93 degrees. So we're right on target from where we should be. For our farmers forecast, we do still have that little sliver of drought, the first layer of drought there in Saluda County. For the rest of us, looking good. But as far as rain chances go, we are on a dry streak for the next several days. So no rain coming for you for the next several days. But for the year, we are still at a surplus with over 41.5 inches of rain. So let's talk about the tropics as things are starting to heat up. So the one closest to home here, just around the Bahamas, just north of Cuba, we do have this area of interest. Not looking for much favorable conditions there for development over the weekend. However, moving into next week, it will move into the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll continue tracking that as it may make it to a tropical depression sometime next week. But wait, there's more. So not only do we have that area of interest closest to us, but there's also three more areas to our east. So definitely heating up out there. This first area, chance of development is very low, so not much of a concern there. A little better here, but we're definitely keeping an eye on the guy in red as it's looking like over the weekend could make it to tropical depression status. So where are we in terms of the season? Well, we have made it to the D, so our next named storm would be Emily. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that for you as we move further into hurricane season. But back at home today, your pool planner looking great for today. So temperatures a little bit cooler, lots of sunshine, definitely a good day to enjoy by the pool. So looking at that future cast, so not a whole lot to see here in regards to clouds as it's going to be nice and dry, lots of sunshine to enjoy, hitting that high temperature of 92 degrees. A little increase of clouds overnight. There is some sea breeze coming in that may have a little moisture just to our east, but overall nice and dry for us. Just clouds tomorrow morning and kind of same story for your Sunday as well. So overall, just a great weekend for us. 93 we're going with for our high for both your Saturday and Sunday. And again, just nice sunny conditions. So definitely a great weekend to get out there and enjoy these average summer temperatures. I know I keep saying cool, but it's still August, it's still summer. But hey, lower 90s, lower humidity, that's about as good as it gets this time of year, Sean.
I'm just going to say a great start to a great Saturday, Sherry.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Well, a new way to take a nap at work. Who does that? What's trending is next.
Saturday morning at 9:30 on News Channel 6.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Time to take a look at what's trending. So a new solution that could solve the age-old problem of wanting to take a nap at work. So a Japanese company has unveiled Giraffe Nap. The pod allows employees to take a power nap while staying upright, similar to how a giraffe sleeps while standing up. And it's about as big as the phone booth. What's a phone booth? The company that makes the pod said it's working toward a society where everyone can easily take a nap and ultimately improve business and healthcare. It's not clear how much it costs to install, but it's much better than just laying on an uncomfortable desk in the office. We would never do that.
No, we don't have time to nap. We have weather and news to cover. We have to be always awake and alert. So that wouldn't work for us. And I'm not sure many businesses would take them up on that.
Well, you never know. Maybe next star would think about something like that.
I would rather just have a bed, though. We just have a nap room.
Yeah, absolutely. And we tried calling the company, but they had on their voicemail that they were napping.
Oh, darn.
Well, coming up on Good Morning Augusta, the latest on the Maui wildfires and the resignation of top officials that's coming up. But first, let's head to New York, where Gio Benitez is standing by with a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America. Good morning, Gio.
Hey there, good morning. Coming up here on GMA on this Saturday morning, we are tracking a lot of weather this morning. In the Southwest, millions on alert for Hurricane Hillary. California issuing its first ever tropical storm warning as it approaches the state. We're going to have more on the threat. And in Canada, a large wildfire forcing thousands to evacuate the capital of Canada's Northwest Territories. We're going to have more on that. And the latest from Maui. Lahaina locals are speaking out overnight about rebuilding their community. As those recovery efforts continue, we are tracking it all. Also coming up here in the Idaho College murders case, suspect Brian Koberger is back in court with the trial looming. Why his defense lawyers are seeking a delay. And finally here, Stella swinging, how one 12-year-old girl from Tennessee is making history in the Little League World Series, and what she is saying about the big event. We can't wait for that story. That's all coming up right here on GMA.
And Sherry joins us again. Sherry's going to be a little bit cooler today.
Yes, cooler in regards to summer cooler.
Okay.
No need to bring out the winter clothes just yet. But
I'm waiting.
But yeah, it's feeling good. So, but it's a good start to our morning thanks to our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam. We can see this beautiful sunrise in Swainsboro. So nice sunshine there with little clouds there. So nice to enjoy. Satellite radar, we can see we've pretty much got the all clear here. Just a few fair weather wispy clouds that aren't even really picking up on the satellite. So it's a nice morning for us. And with that, we also have much better temperatures. So 66 here in Augusta. It's been a while since we've seen 60s at this hour. 68 in Gibson, 66 in Saluda, and already make it to the 70s in Barnwell. Also, with the cooler temperatures, we also have lower humidity. So still on the muggy side, but at a 4 instead of the 1s and 2s that we've seen a lot recently. So that's definitely great news for us. And when you have that lower humidity, that means your real feel temperatures, instead of feeling like triple digit, it's going to be in the 90s and it's going to feel like the 90s. So yay for us for our August temperatures, right? So a nice weekend on tap with plenty of sunshine, but it's heating up in the tropics. I'll have all the details on what you can expect for your forecast here at home and in the tropics coming up. Back to you, Sean.
All right, Sherry, sounds good. Thank you. Well, when the deck seems to be stacked against you, it always helps.
Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
More than 1 million dehumidifiers are being recalled because of a fire hazard. So far, 23 fires have been reported. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the recall affects 42 models of dehumidifiers from 5 brands. They were made between January 2011 and February 2014. Sherry has another check of your forecast next.
Nobody knows. We are professional grade. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
So it is the beautiful start to what's going to be a beautiful weekend here for us, and that is clear to see on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over at AU Health. We've got a bright, beaming sunshine there and just a few wispy clouds, so definitely a nice sight to see this morning. Another nice thing, this temperature, 66 degrees, so feeling pretty good as far as summer terms go. Winds are nice and calm and no issues there for us this morning. Looking at our satellite and radar, we do have this front, this drape just to our south, so cold front that moved through, but back behind it, nice and clear, so no issues there with any rain or storms or anything like that this weekend. The good news and the take-home message here is a little bit cooler temps and a lot less in the humidity department. So great news, 66 here in Augusta. Check it out, 57 up in the mountains in Asheville, and a little bit warmer in those upper 70s all along the coast. Farmers forecast, for the most part, looking pretty good, but we do have one little spot in Saluda County that's in that first level of drought, so definitely need some rain there, but the news for this weekend, we're not going to get any. So rain chances for the next several days is at 0. So nice and dry and cooler. So good news there for us. So taking a turn to the tropics, things are starting to really heat up. So the area closest to us here, just north of Cuba in the Bahamas, over the weekend, conditions are not very favorable for development. But as we move into next week, it will move into the Gulf of Mexico and does have a decent chance of developing into a tropical depression. So we will definitely continue to keep an eye on that, even though it's not really heading to our neck of the woods, but definitely close by. But wait, there's more. We have 3 more areas of interest between the Cabo Verde Islands and the Lesser Antilles. This first guy here, not looking too good for development over the weekend, about a 30% chance over the next week, kind of a 30% chance for this next guy. But over here, this has the best chance of developing over the weekend into a tropical depression and even further into next week. So we're definitely tracking that and everything that's going on in the tropics. So where are we in terms of the hurricane season? Next named storm will be an E, and that will be Emily, and we'll look to see if Emily is formed over the weekend. But back at home, your pool planner for today is looking nice. Pool's a good place to be. It's going to be nice and sunny, and temperatures in those lower 90s there for us. So our future cast, not a whole lot to see here, as we've got lots of sunshine over the weekend, and really just looking good. Temperatures making it into those lower 90s, a few spotty clouds this afternoon. There is some moisture stirring up from the coast that might affect some of our eastern line counties, but I think for the most part that's going to stay to our east, and just an increase in clouds on Sunday morning and kind of Sunday afternoon, same story there for us. So overall, the weekend looking good. Temperatures at 93 for both days, lows in the 60s, nice and sunny for us both days. So weekend looking great, a little bit cooler, but it is short-lived. The heat does return early next week, along with that humidity, and reminds us it's still August.
Yeah, so I'm covering up Tuesday and Wednesday. So let me ask you a question. Why is Saluda just have that little sliver of drought? And everyone else, you know.
I
Okay.
guess, you know how those showers can be so spotty. I
Yeah.
guess, you know, the weather's picking on Saluda County and
Mhm.
nice and dry up there. And also you got that clay land, so
Yeah.
maybe, you know, need a little bit more to get them in better condition.
Okay. Well, Sherry, work on that for them.
I'll
There's some
try.
great people out there.
There are great people. I'll do what I can.
All right, thank you. And sports is next.
Good morning, sports.
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, coming up at 9 o'clock on Good Morning Augusta, a new school year has kicked off. How do you keep your child and their devices safe? Well, we'll have those details coming up on the Good Morning America.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. The news.
And take a look at this guy. He just loves playing pickleball. 25 years ago, Buddy Hall lost part of his leg in a tree stump grinding accident. I don't know if this is the right video,
I
Sherry.
don't think so.
Okay. Well, we'll try to find that pickleball video for 9 o'clock. Sorry about that, y'all. But Sherry, how's the forecast looking?
So it is great for pickleball or
Okay,
any
yeah.
other activities. As far as August goes, you can't ask for any better. Right on target with average temperatures in the lower 90s, lots of sunshine and lower humidity before things rev back up next week.
Okay, so play pickleball. Well, watch us at 9 o'clock first, and
Mhm.
then you can go play pickleball.
Yes.
Yes.
Good plan.
Yes. We'll see you at 9. And happy birthday, Mama.
Happy birthday.